If you are looking for a refreshing summer drink, then watermelon juice is a must-try. You don't need a juicer to make it, and it's ultra hydrating without any added sugar. To get started, you'll need a small ripe watermelon. The one I'm using today is about 6 pounds, and that should make at least 5 cups of juice. Feel free to use more or less watermelon depending on how much juice you want to make. Before you get started, be sure to wash the outside of the watermelon to remove any surface dirt. This way, your knife won't spread that to the inside of the fruit as it cuts through the outer shell. Cut the watermelon into cubes and remove the rind, or just use a large spoon to scoop the watermelon directly into the blender. I tend to buy seedless watermelon for this recipe, but if you end up using a watermelon that does have the larger black seeds, you can always strain those out of your juice later if your blender doesn't pulverize them. So you don't have to worry about picking the seeds out of the watermelon as you add it into your blender. Keep in mind that the flavor of this watermelon juice depends entirely on the flavor of your watermelon. So make sure it tastes sweet before moving forward with this recipe. Once you've added the watermelon to the blender, all that's left to do is blend it. Since watermelon is more than 90% water, it should break down quickly, in just about 60 seconds of blending. If you'd like to add a little extra flavor to your watermelon juice, try adding in 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lime juice. It brightens up the flavor and perfectly complements the taste of the watermelon. If you want to add another layer of flavor, you can add in a couple of fresh basil or mint leaves. I like to add these when I blend the watermelon. Or you can add a small piece of fresh ginger for a slightly spicy kick. Once the watermelon and any extra add-ins you like are blended in, the juice is ready to serve. Watermelon juice has about the same amount of pulp as freshly squeezed orange juice, so you can serve it directly from the blender if you don't mind the added texture from the pulp. If you prefer a pulp-free juice, you can pour the watermelon juice through a fine mesh strainer. This will help to catch any large pieces of pulp or any seeds that your blender might have missed. You can store watermelon juice in an airtight container in the fridge for up to 3 days. Serve it over ice or with a splash of sparkling mineral water if you'd like more of a bubbly drink. I hope you'll enjoy this watermelon juice soon, and be sure to check out my other videos here for more fast and easy real food recipes.